Hi everyone, in today's video I will be doing a few little touch up here and there, touching up on my kitchen, my bathroom, getting things together basically. Nothing really needs a deep clean, but I figure why not? Just get it together, do it in the kitchen, then I'll move to the bathroom, maybe the entryway. I went and do laundry today, and to my surprise, when I finished doing all the laundry, putting it in the dryer, a lot of the clothes did not get dry because the dryers are so backed up with filter that none of the dryers work properly anymore. They don't dry your clothes. So I paid a lot of money for each of the machines to put my clothes in so I can get it dry, and at the end of the day I pull it out, and when I pull it out, everything is not soaking wet, but it's still wet, damp. So one of the things I will be doing is taking my clothes and opening it all over my house that I'm going to touch up and try to clean and try to get together, hang some in the hangers and as much as I can to try and get it together for these clothes to get properly dry before I fold them and put them away. Hope you are blessed, doing well, feeling like you are the best thing that God ever created in this world. No matter what you are going through, I need for you to know that Jesus loves you. He is there for you. He said that I will never leave you nor forsake you. You will go through the fire. It will not consume you. The water will not overthrow you. And when you cannot walk anymore, I will carry you through. And I can tell you, I can testify to this. He will carry you through. Be of good courage, my friends. Wait on the Lord. He will help you. He will see you through. You may be running out of hope, running out of faith. You have gotten to your breaking point where you fail. I can't take it anymore. This is enough about that Jesus nonsense and about that Jesus business. I'm telling you that right now because I've been there. I've asked all these questions. There was a time when I was in the homeless shelter, I actually said, do you really exist? Do you think that you're really there and you're really listening to me? Can you hear anything that I'm saying? Because it seemed like no. But then I went back to the book of Job, where I remember when I read it, and Job was questioning God as well when he was going through all his trials, and God said to him, where were you when I built the foundations of this world? Basically, he was asking Job, who do you think you are to demand that I answer you when you need me to answer you? I will answer you when I'm good and ready, sir. And that's exactly what he did. He saw Job through his trials and his tribulation, brought him back to health, and he blessed him with so much more than he ever had in the beginning. So, the Bible says that Job, Christ is the closest to you when you're at the worst and the lowest point in your life. He's the closest to you. You may not feel him because you feel broken. You will feel like you are shackled, you are down, stepped on, chewed and spit out. But God is there. I am here to tell you today, I am proof and a great example as to what God can do if we give him a chance and we actually wait on him. The one thing I would advise you not to do not put a time limit on, I want to do that and God is going to bless me with that then and there. Don't do that. Don't do that. You see the manifestation that a lot of people are talking about? You cannot demand God to do anything in your life and for him to do it at that particular time in your life. The only way something like that happens, if God have a plan for you to give you a house in 2023, it doesn't matter if it's the 31st of December. You will get that house before the year is over. You will, because that is in his plan for you. But just because you hear somebody else say that they are manifesting something out there and they are putting something out there and God is blessing them with it, looks can always be deceiving. There are many, many things people do for things in life and they put it onto God. And you that do not know any better, you do not know your Bible the way you are supposed to, you believe that person and you start saying I'm manifesting, but then you start realizing that the things that you are actually calling manifesting are not coming into fruition. So you try doubting yourself and saying, but what am I doing wrong? Why is she a YouTuber and she's doing that? She has so much money, she prospering so much, she can do this, she can do surgery, she can do all of the things. She have vehicles upon vehicles and houses, and she can take care of herself, but yet still I am doing the same thing that she says she's doing and it's not working out for me. Well, that, my friends, I can tell you right now, God did not work. He does not work on demand. He said, I will supply all of your needs according to my riches in glory. And that he will dearly do for you. You with God, life is not going to be that easy for you. It's not always going to be easy. It's going to be a very difficult road for you to deny yourself, for you to pick up your cross and to follow him, because this is what he asks of us. But at the same time, you have to understand, whatever he has in store for you, there is no demon in hell that can take it away from you when he is ready to deliver. God will always be my best friend, always be my father, always be the one I call to when I have any type of problem. He's the one that never disappoints, and he's always right on time. Now, I think I've said enough, and I'm hoping that each of you are blessed and highly favored once again. And so we're gonna get into doing a few things around the home, okay? right here, right now, feels like an episode of the Twilight Zone. I was in a shelter for 4 years, 3 months, and 14 days. And it was not easy. For me, it was more mental and spiritual than anything else to survive. And I prayed, and I prayed, and I prayed. But it wasn't on my time, it was on God's time. And eventually, He gave me a place to stay. Now, because I am chronically ill and disabled, according to the state of New York, I was placed in a supportive housing building. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment with my son. It's the tiniest 2-bedroom apartment I have ever seen in my life. My furnitures, that's why I don't have a table and chair. It's not that I did not have a table and chair. I had to throw away a table with 8 chairs. I had to throw a lot of my stuff away when I moved in here because there was nowhere to put anything. I mean, I've lived in a 1-bedroom apartment with what I had. Table and chairs, kitchen, even though there's not a dining room, the kitchen was big enough to take a table that can accommodate 8 people. And I had to throw it away. Living like that teaches you a lot. Sometimes I look at myself and I still think that I'm living a dream and one day I will wake up. But I've yet to wake up, and I have to be grateful and do with what I have. And that I am trying to make the best out of everything that's going on in my life. It's about 10 o'clock in the night right now, and here I am, tired, weary. I don't feel too good right now at all, but I have to get out of my bed and come over here to these baskets and these clothes and more clothes. Okay, there's clothes everywhere. Bathroom, over there on my closet door, there's lots of clothes and stuff there. I have some private undergarments, so I'm not gonna show. Where I live in the building, you get a caseworker just like when you're in a homeless shelter. I have never told that I had a social worker, but I have a caseworker. And I guess it goes for everyone in the building. However, the laundromat in the building seems to have been an ongoing problem for residents living here. When I first came here, the laundromat was fine because it was brand new. But now, it's been a year, it's been over a year since I've been living here. July was a year, and now, every time you go to the laundromat, it's a problem. Now, while I do not blame every single piece of problem on the people that are providing the laundry area for this building, because I was told that the owner of the building, or however it works, they found a company to provide laundry services in the building. Now when I say laundry services, self-service, like a little laundromat, you go in there and you do your laundry. And for people like me that live with chronic pain 24 hours a day, that don't have to go out when it's cold, because the cold weather makes the pain that much worse. And for those of you who are out there who are going through pain, if you know, you know. Anyway, right now, let me adjust the camera a little bit because I can't stand up that long. Okay, I went and get my laundry done today, like I said in other video that I have made about my laundry. But I think I muted it. But I think now it's time to talk about it. When I go and do my laundry, I find myself always having to clean the washers, clean the dryers, because it is so filthy. The people they have cleaning the place, they don't do a good job, honestly. When I walked in this morning to go and do my laundry, a gentleman had literally just finished cleaning the laundromat. And I find that was surprising because I've never gone this early in the morning and there's anybody cleaning. But he had finished, but I'm thinking it's because of the time change. So maybe that has something to do with it. Anyway, I went in and I was, for the first time, in my mind I'm saying for the first time, somebody just finished cleaning this, so I won't have to clean. Yeah. Seems like I was given a joke, because upon opening the washers, immediately all the ring of the washers, all inside the circle, they have people's stuff, they have left stuff that went inside of there. People did not take out garbage, socks, shoes, underwears, everything. Sorry, they didn't have a shoe. I found socks, I found garbage, I found wrappers, I found stuff that can fit in the rubber right on the entrance of the washers. So I had to get rid of that. I had to sanitize, spray, of course. I was feeling so sick this morning, I did not record my laundry. I did not do all of my laundry either because I was not feeling good enough. But I'm saying all of that when the laundry was done, I'm saying all of that to say it's just typical for me. I'm used to it, but I thought when somebody was walking out with them finishing cleaning, I guess what they really just do is just pass something on the top, not the fronts really, because it doesn't look like somebody wiped it down. And it doesn't look like someone wiped it down or did anything, but they mopped the floors. Of course you can see the floor was mopped, so yeah. Anyway, I went ahead and did what I had to do, get my laundry done. And when I was done and ready to use the dryers, I had to go about cleaning all the filters and taking out all the lint, tray remover, empty it, clean it, sanitize it, put it back in, wipe all around the rim of the dryers because that was dirty too. That was not washed, it was not clean. And I put my clothes, I used 5 dryers to dry my clothes. Out of the 5 dryers that I used to dry my clothes, there was only 1 load of laundry that was dry. And I can tell you right now, I know why it was dry. It's because it was fleece material, these type of material. So if you have this type of material, you know they dry very fast, very easy, and they do not need heavy heat to dry them. When I removed my son's, the navy blue shirt I was putting there, that's my son's. It's all soaked up wet. It's almost like you took cotton and you put it on a delicate cycle. But even that machine with delicate, when you put it on delicate and it working good, you feel like you're using permanent press cycle for this machine. So it didn't even dry like it was on delicate. The clothes are damp and they are wet. I paid, I think, $1.75 for 60 minutes. I use 5 machines at $1.75 for 60 minutes each. 1 machine worked. The length have gone inside of the dryers. You can see the holes around where the rubber was. Some of them have fallen off. So because they have fallen off, you can see the amount of lint inside of there. And the people that own the laundry in there are not doing nothing about it. I have had conversations with certain people coming and use the laundry, and they said that they have complained to the caseworker. They have called the people, the company, because the machine steals your money. When you put the card in there, it will take the money, but when to start the dryer, it will not start it, and your clothes is in there. You have to take it out and the machine have your money. Now I need somebody to correct me if I'm wrong, but if you live in a supportive housing building, supportive housing to me means sick. People are sick, those that are mentally sick, those that are on wheelchair, those that have chronic pain, fibromyalgia, those that have spine problem. The latest thing I found out about my health is that the two C4, C5 crushed disc I have in my neck is now touching my spine. In my situation, I am trying my best to not murmur or complain, but I cannot tell you all how I felt today when I took out my clothes in the laundry and to see that it was so wet. And I know as to the amount that it was wet was not much better than when I took it out of the washer. And even though I had to run it again, it would not dry. There's too much lint inside of the dryers itself, not in the lint remover. You can just pull and clear, because that was not there. I made sure of that and sanitized it and put it back in. But even when you pull it up, you see the amount of leftover, not within, but on top. Some of them you have to really push it down for it to go on, because it is so backed up with lint that you do not know what to do. People that can have to go and use outside laundromats, public laundromats, when there is a laundromat right there. You cannot use it because the dryers don't work. The area where I live in, I've never lived in that area of Brooklyn before. From the shelter, they sent me there. I am not one to complain about area where I live. I am one to say thank you, Lord, for the roof over my head, the food on my table, and the shoes on my feet. This is the type of person that I am. I say hi to everyone, give a smile to them. If you want to answer, you answer. If you don't want to, you don't want to. But I try to treat everybody the way that I would like to be treated. This area have a stigma that goes with it for violence and poverty and whatever you want to call it. Now, because I am in the midst of the less fortunate, I do not have money to throw around like some people would think. Oh, that's nothing, that's just $10 I lose in laundry, that's nothing. Well, for me, it's something. I struggle daily to take care of my son on my own, to put food on my table and to do what I'm supposed to do, and I can barely make it. Now, when I go and do laundry, the least I can get is dry clothes to put on. I don't have to be taking clothes and throwing it all on my sofa, hanging all on my doors, everywhere inside of here full of clothes. Bathroom, the rail in the bathroom to hang a shower curtain, the doors, all hooks. Everywhere I can send clothes, I send clothes for clothes to dry. And the owner of the building, supervisor of the building, head of the building, super of the building, whomever they are, that are entitled to make a complaint, because you all got the laundry area from an outside company. If the outside company is not taking care of the laundry area the way they are supposed to, there are places I'm pretty sure that you all can make complaints as head and get this laundry area running for people like me that needs it. People like me that will have trouble going out there and pushing a cart or lifting up heavy stuff or doing all of this stuff. I don't have to leave a laundromat and come and sit down in my house and crying because of the stress of the fact that I don't even have strength in me anymore. But I need to find it for me to put clothes to dry. And think about the money that I lose in the laundry area that I will not be getting it back. I don't know if I'm supposed to be mad, if I'm supposed to be angry. But I realize, and I will tell you what I realize about less fortunate people. Less fortunate people are less fortunate because the fortunate people, they tend to treat you less fortunate. Automatically, you live in a Section 8 building, or you live in a building like I am living, supportive housing, you will be treated as such. It's almost like you're a dog. You're a pig. You're an animal. Because to be honest with you, the treatments you get, that's what it feels like. To me, that's what it feels like. Human people are supposed to be considerate to other feelings, their needs, their wants when they wrong you. Anything that you can do to help, as a human being, you do not know where you're going to end up in life. Life is very short, very short. And we have no idea what we are up against. We do not know. We have no idea where we're going to end up. It takes just one paycheck to go wrong. And for you to find yourself living on the other side. I know that. Look at me. It takes for your spine to go out and for your health to decline, for you to find yourself. You think I looked at my life and my future and thought I was going to be here today? No. No way. Not me. I mean, I have my savings. When you have your savings, you're secure, right? Because you do that for wet days. Days because you don't know. You save because you have no idea what the future holds. Well, take a very good look at me. Stare at me for a few minutes. Talking, ranting, whatever you want to call it. Take a very, very good look at me. This is somebody that have worked very hard. Housekeeping, nanny, and baby nurse. Yeah, baby nurse. The ones when the baby just come out of the hospital, they come to you. You put them on a routine. Get them sleeping through the whole night in a matter of 2 weeks for the parents. You get paid a lot of money for this stuff. A lot of money. And that's not sure. You have money to save. You don't have to think about whether or not you're going to lose your home or stuff. So you can save for wet days. But what happened to wet days when that time comes and you are taking what you saved, but you cannot put back because you are broken physically? It's not about you not getting a job. It's about you can't work the jobs that you used to do anymore because your body is not whole. Guys, it is high time that we treat people the way we would like to be treated. Life and health is promised to no one. We are not immune to nothing. Absolutely nothing. Today may be me and tomorrow may be you. You do not know. And you may be hearing me say that and say, well, never me. Well, I thank God I never said never me. I thank God that I never tossed my nose at anybody else and never said look when I could or buy a plate of food when I could. I would be quick to, because this is my high. Helping people, that's my high right there. If I could help the entire world, I would in a heartbeat. So many people go hungry. So many people go thirsty. So many people beg and they beg and they beg. I never had a chance to ever go and beg by the streets because God always sends somebody in advance to tell me, look. But I'll tell you this much. For as much as you have done to my brother, that you have done unto me. When I was hungry, you fed me. I was in prison, you visited me. I was naked and you clothed me. But there's also another side to it. I was hungry and you fed me not. I was naked and you clothed me not. I was in prison and you visited me not. Depart from me, I know you not. This is what God have in store for those of us that think that we are riding high. And when we have a mouth that we can open to use to help other people, when God put us in a job and in a position, He knows what He's doing. He doesn't make mistake. He placed you there for a reason. Do what you are supposed to do respectfully. You can respect people and have a conversation. There is nothing wrong with having a respectful conversation, the way you can give constructive criticism. It's almost the same thing. Okay? Help. You were put to help. Help. The laundromat is not working. You know it's not working. You have gotten so many complaints. Why aren't you doing something about it? Why aren't you the one picking up the phone and calling the people that own the laundromat? Why aren't you telling them that the people that are cleaning the laundromat don't clean the laundromat and sick people have to be there cleaning the laundromat? I am not the only one that clean it. There are other people that come and clean it as well to wash their clothes. Some people don't care. They will live in filth. But for those of us that care, we take it hard. Because this is not what we come to do when we wake up early in the morning to go and do our laundry. You may think whatever of me right now, but I'll tell you this much. Whatever you are doing in your heart, you know it's wrong. Write it. Rewrite that book and start doing right by the job God have blessed you with. There are lots of people out there in positions to help people and they just don't. They're in the position, God put them there. But when they have to do something, they just don't, and it breaks my heart. Well, another thing that breaks my heart is me running out of space in my home to put all my wet laundry, all of my wet clothes. I am feeling horrible. I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling good. These clothes were there in those baskets and I just couldn't leave them there. I don't care if they one on top of the other. As you can see, my hand is swollen. Yeah. My fingers, if you look at the tips of my fingers, you will see they're swollen and they feel so uncomfortable. I am running out of place in my home to put wet clothes over my sofas and my chairs and everything else. It's a mess. The house is clean, but with clothes everywhere, it's a mess. It's a mess. So, I'm going to attempt to call the people tomorrow myself. And then, I'll take it from there. I'll try to take it from there because I cannot be bothered. I cannot be stressed. But with that one, I need help. I need help to get the washers clean and the dryers fixed for when I go and do laundry, for it not to be as bad. And in turn, I will not be the only one benefiting from it. So maybe if I call and I speak to the manager or somebody in charge, maybe they can do something about it. Maybe if I explain my situation in person, if they want me to come to the office, I will happily go. I will happily go. Because something is very wrong about this situation, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for, oh boy, stopping by my channel, listening,